I'm back. It's been a while. I haven't been uploading a lot of videos recently. Not because I didn't want to. I actually really badly wanted to upload a video, but I recently moved, so that was a bit of a hectic situation. And I moved on the 28th, and then I had to drive to our new house for about a day, so that took me out for a while. And then at our new house, we've had a lot of trouble with getting internet set up. Just, trying to find an internet service provider who will actually give us their service. So, thank you for being patient if you've been waiting for a video. This one's gonna be a bit lower quality, 30 FPS, 720p, just because I'm actually using my cellular hotspot, and I don't want to eat up I don't want it to take forever to upload with that upload speed, so we're just sort of gonna have to bear with it. I don't think it matters too much, but it won't be the standard, and hopefully by the 12th we'll be back to normal. So I'm not gonna be playing The Long Dark today. Instead, I'll be playing one of my favorite turn-based games. It's called Into the Breach. So, this game is from the same devs who made FTL Faster Than Light, and it's pretty fun, so I'll explain it once we get in the game. But first, we have to choose a squad. So, I haven't played this game in a while. I played a couple games to warm up, but I'm gonna stick with the squad I really like and I feel very confident on, just so we can, take our time. And I'm gonna go with the Rusting Hulks. So, I'll explain why they're good later. Actually, you know what? We're not gonna go with the Rusting Hulks. Let's go with the Flame Behemoths. I like these guys. I've never won before with them, and we're gonna be cutting this one short, so maybe I'll get to win for once. So, we're gonna put him on the flame mech, and we're gonna go and start. So, this is a turn-based game where you basically have to fight off hordes of these monsters known as Vec. So, let's get into. Let's see which one do we want to go for. I'm just looking at the enemy types to see which one's easiest. We're definitely not doing that one. This is a good one. Okay. Let's go with this one. Alright, so you have this tile set, right? You have to deploy your mechs first. Set them down. We're going to put this guy in the back because he's artillery. He has a lot of range, so we don't need to worry about him. And this is a teleport mech. This is one of my favorite units. He's not going to be very useful here, though, by the looks of it. Kind of a shame. He can move. Let's put him right here, though. There we go. Okay. So, you set down your mechs, and basically, the enemy units will each designate what their turns are going to be. So it tells you all the information you need to know, and it's up to you to manipulate the battlefield into an advantageous position. You usually will have an objective to fulfill. For example, on this one, we have to defend the train. So if the train hits any monsters, the monster will die, but the train will be damaged. So we want to avoid that. And we're going to start off, first of all, by moving this guy here. That's a pretty good move. Yeah, we can do that. We have to be careful about the fire though, because it can hit the train. You could do that. Or you know what? No, let's not do that. So, I usually take a really long time to do my turns. I like taking my time, but I'm gonna speed it up a bit. So this is a teleport unit, so it can teleport things. We're gonna switch it, and I'll explain why that does in a second here. Oh, I kind of fucked up here. Or It's okay though, he is armored actually. So this guy right here, this is my guy from my last playthrough. You can keep a guy from your previous playthrough. So he's made it to the final zone. And his special power is that he gains armored, which means he reduces all damage taken by 1. Since this guy only does 1 damage, he doesn't take any damage. Pretty helpful, especially early on. So you slowly move pieces until the path is clear and you know you're not going to be damaging anything. So as you can see, the Vec that was going to hit the train is now going to hit nothing. And we've also moved this Scion Vec, which gives all the other units armored, sort of like the armor that my guy has, onto a Vec spawn, and we'll explain what that does in a second as well. So now we hit end turn, and the game will play out. So fire damage will go first, like visual or stuff like that will go first usually, and then enemies will play out. And then finally, emerging Vec will appear last. So emerging Vec come from those little up arrows that you see from the ground. But if there's a unit on top of their tile, they will not emerge. So it can be very helpful to position. That's why I like the teleport mech, to make it so that the units will not be able to emerge. It's quite handy. Oh, I can't push him. Let's see. I could just kill this guy. Yeah, let's do that. So, and then I can just move forward. So, when the Flame Behemoth, this is the one right here, Flame Mech, he has a flamethrower attachment, which deals damage to enemies that are on fire, and also sets them on fire. So this will deal 1 damage. It would have dealt 2, but the armor Scion's still up. But it'll deal 1 damage, and he'll have flame tick on him, which means on next turn, you can see right there, fire damage goes before anything. So he will not be able to move before he dies. That means, yes, this one as well will die, so I don't have to worry about him hurting my teleport mech. So, pretty good move. And this one's also going to die to emerging Vec. When you block mech spawns, it deals 1 point of damage to whatever blocked the spawn, including Vec. A big part of Into the Breach is moving pieces on the board so that you make the other Vec harm each other. And there's entire play styles around this. They're not my favorite, but they feel quite fun, and you feel very smart when you pull them off. So this is also one of the reasons why I like the teleporter mech. So watch this. Oop! You go in the water, you're gone. So for some units that can't fly, water tiles are deadly. And then we can just set him on fire here. Actually, let's have him kill him, because this guy is fully promoted. He doesn't need any more XP. So, like I said, fire damage will go first. The Mantis will die before the train is hit. We can end the turn safely, knowing that nothing else will happen. And victory in 1 turn. Nothing left. The train made it through safely. So that's a perfect victory right there for that tile set. No buildings got damaged. No civilians were killed. None of our mechs died. Pilots can die in this, so you have to be careful about that. So, now, as you slowly progress through the island, other tiles will be, or other places will be opened up for you to fight. And each one of these gives rewards for completing its bonus objectives. So this one's end the battle with less than 4 mech damage, which is usually pretty easy for Flame Behemoths. They don't take damage from their own fire, and they can push every single one of their moves has a displacement, so it's usually a pretty safe bet. And protecting the power generator just means protecting a specific tile on the map. So we'll take this one, and of course we can pull off the old teleport into water trick here as well. That's my favorite. So we're actually going to put the teleport near the water as well. So this should be quite good. The armor mech, the armor Scion, will not reduce the damage fire dealt. Dots do not get reduced by armor, so if you're ever up against armor Scions, or if you want to cheese the armor Scions early, the Flame Mechs are a good choice. tidal damage will come in before anything else, just like fire or storms or something like that. So this guy, although he's targeting an important tile, we don't have to worry about him because the tide will wash in and kill him. This doesn't go for all units because the firefly can't fly and he's not massive. So it's a good play, but it doesn't mean that's always going to be the case. So the teleporter early sucks, so I can't put him there. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to set this guy on fire. No, we're going to set this guy on fire. Yeah, we're going to set this guy on fire. Which means in 2 turns, Scion will be dead. And then we're just going to boot this guy over. And then we'll just have our teleporter mech go stand on a tile. It's a little dangerous, but the only thing that can really hurt us is a mantis, and even though we can teleport, it's actually a good bait strategy. So, tile washes in, that mantis is taken out. This one hits nothing but a mountain, and this one takes fire damage for free. So this mantis might jump on my teleporter mech, but that will be okay if he does. Okay, he doesn't. That's fine. So what we can do, this will displace both of these units. This one will go over a Vex spawn. And both of those should die. The Vex spawn will come up, but that's fine. What I've also done here is this Vex spawn will be on a high tide, so this spawn will actually be deleted before anything happens to it. So what we're going to do is, oh, you know what? Actually, that's not good. Not ideal. Alright, if I had one more range, I could pull this off. But I don't think I will be able to. I can still do it. Okay, that's fine. Not as cool as it could have been, but this is fine. So we're going to set this one on fire, and then move this back down. And since Flame Behemoths are immune to their own fire, we don't have to worry about the teleporter catching fire. So this one will take fire damage, get hit by the Vex spawn, and he will die, and also deny the Vex spawn. So next turn, there'll actually be no Vac on the thing, and I'll just progress to the next turn after that. I'm actually pretty happy with that move. That was pretty good. So, and then he'll get destroyed by the upcoming Vac. That was pretty good. So, now I don't have to worry about anything. Victory in 1 turn, no Vac are spawning. I can repair my mech safely and move them all inland. Doesn't really matter, but I don't need to do any turns because there's no Vac. And I have also perfectly completed this one. Nobody dies, and I didn't miss any of the missions. So, pretty good. We're gonna move on to... I really don't like this one. The water's not in a good spot. That one's good. We'll go with this one. So, 2 flying enemies, but this my guy we might be able to cheese. We'll put him right there just in case. And there we go. So this one might be a little difficult because blocking Vex spawning with the teleporter is a bit of a risky endeavor. And that is one of our missions. So what just popped up there is a time pod. And time pods give you a little bit of loot if you successfully capture them, or just have them not be destroyed till the end of the game. So we're gonna move this guy right here. We'll teleport him, but don't move yet. And we will have this guy catch fire and push this guy's tile down. We can also do that, but that's... no, we'll do this. That means we can kill this guy. He's safely out of the way, he's not gonna harm anyone. And we can teleport this guy. We'll mess with Vex spawns later on in this turn. We don't need to worry about it immediately. This also keeps this from being trampled on by this mantis, so that's pretty good. This mantis is probably gonna jump on my flame mech. That's a little unfortunate, but not unwinnable. Okay, so we can push this guy. This would be the play right here. And then you can move 3 units, so we can move. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna shoot our own guy, but since he's armored, he won't take damage from it, and he's also immune to fire damage, so it's good. It pushes this unit away, and it pushes the mantis in the water, which will kill the mantis. So it also frees him from the webbing the mantis deploys. Then he can go on top of this Vec tile, or Vec spawning tile. And we can also put this kind of Vec spawning tile. I think I want to put him on this one. Now we'll put him on this one. We'll set fire to this tile just because there's no reason not to. I don't like blocking Vec spawning with the teleporter, but I don't want to be cheesed out of not getting one of my missions complete, so we should be fine. So, the two Hornet Flyer Vex are in a really good spot for me to just teleport him over. Then we can set fire to him, that's a good one, and then we can, yeah, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna fire this one. Oh, this is nasty, okay. So, we're gonna hit our own Vec with this, but that's okay, it doesn't really matter that much. We're gonna hit our own Vec with it. He's armored, so nothing can really kill him, unless I intentionally get him killed. Then we're gonna do this. This doesn't block, oh. I didn't account for that, alright. So, you're gonna see the first reset. And into the breach, if you make a mistake, you can reset the instance once per battle. So, I made a bit of a misplay because the Vec wasn't gonna survive the fire damage on it. And I wanted to block that Vec spawn because Hornets are not very scary enemies, especially these ones, so I don't need to be super concerned about them. Instead of trying to do some fancy schmancy stuff, I'm going to set fire to this tile that this Vec is on, which means he'll die. I kind of wish I made another mistake. That's okay though, doesn't really matter that much. It's a bit annoying though. And into the breach you're gonna miss possible chances to do some cool stuff, and that happens, and you just go with it. Because every play is always gonna have some issues with it. And that's fine. So, yeah, that's okay. This mantis is fine. This is the last player turn. We can push this guy out by doing this, and that'll push him over here so he won't hit the building, which is good. Then we can just, we don't have to worry about him getting hurt. So we can fire back this one, and then we can, not just for fun, teleport this guy. There's no reason not to. No reason to do it either, but that's fine. So this guy's gonna fire this one, catch him on fire, and this one's just gonna shove because he has 2 hit points. So there we go. And although I don't kill every Vec, it's still victory in 1 turn. The remaining Vec will actually just flee. They go back in the ground. There's no downside to doing this except for missing the XP. And sometimes some missions will have you to kill as much Vec as possible, so for those it's not great, but I think it's okay here. So in that time pod we got, or just protected, we get a reactor core, so let's go show you what those do. Reactor cores are what you use to improve your mech, so for example I could install one on the flame mech and give the flame mech 1 more range. That's pretty handy sometimes, especially because the flame mech doesn't have a lot of movement tiles, so this gives it, you know, essentially another movement tile. But I'm gonna put on the teleporter. People sort of get caught up in the flame mech and the meteor mech. These are pretty good units. They're actually really good units. They work really well together. But the teleporter mech can insta-kill units and block Vec spawns with it very easily. So increasing the range on this as much as possible is a really safe move. And it also allows you to just really pull off some fun stuff. So we're going to put it on the swap mech. Also, I just realized that this guy gets a mech reactor, so I can also give him 1 extra range. That's pretty good. We are going to go to this one. I really don't like this mission, but it's fine. I just have to get the tanks out of here because they can catch fire. Not super great tiles for the teleporter mech, but it's okay. A lot of fire tiles as well. Alright, so that's good. Oh, excuse me. Actually, we should move the teleport mech right here. That's a better move. Okay. There we go. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. So, pretty good so far. Yeah, I wanted him to go like this instead of right here. So this way I can teleport him very effectively. I can also just kill him like that. Or I could have this guy kill him like that. That's a pretty good move. That also frees up my flame mech to go. Nah, we're not gonna do that though. We're gonna teleport this guy. Yeah, okay, here's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna teleport this guy. Flame mech these, that kills the mantis and sets the shell scion on fire. And then we're gonna fire this tile. So I just don't want to put my flame mech that far up in case I need to move him back here if something rushes. So we'll see. This mech should die. This one should die to the Vex spawn. And that's a pretty good start to this. So what we can do here, that's gonna kill him. Let's not do that instead. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, that's fine. It's honestly fine. So we're just gonna have our teleporter mech sit on top of this Vectile, and we'll just have him. I really don't want to kill him though. I kind of want him to block for me. He'll take fire damage and then get blocked, and then he'll be on fire still. So he'll die next turn no matter what he does. So what we're gonna do is push him, and this puts a tank on top of it, but we can just teleport the tank out. And then since this guy's armored, it doesn't matter if he if he takes damage, so he won't take any damage there. That's a pretty good play. So then, why I didn't want to kill this guy is he can block a Vex spawn, take fire damage, then next turn he's on 1 health, and he'll take fire damage before his turn goes, meaning that he's basically dead weight, he doesn't actually do anything. So that's pretty good. Usually the Vex spawns are going to be more than your actual mechs, like there will usually be more Vec on screen than your mechs. So you have to learn how to use their attacks to punish you. Instead, these tanks are on. That's good. They can just shove. They can't do a whole lot, but they can shove. So we can shove him here. And then just... oh, I already placed. That's fine. We can just damage that guy then. So then he'll take fire damage and be useless next turn again. And then I can just... I don't even need to hurt him. I could go right here and set this guy on fire. We'll do that instead. That's a good move. And then we'll just have our teleporter mech repair so he can take another vac hit. This is pretty good. We'll just have him shoot that for no reason. So, this went a lot better than I thought it would. I played a couple of games to warm up, but I haven't played the Flame Behemoths in some time, and I'm not very good at them. I haven't actually won a single game with them yet, but this went really well. Although it's the first island, so of course it went well. So we are going to put this guy on fire. I would ideally like to have someone else get the XP. And I didn't really think that through. I can get someone else XP. Here, let's reset the turn, because I don't want to have my Flame Behemoth kill him. because that guy's already full level. So what I can do is I can repair my teleporter mech and then set him on fire. Oh, I didn't think about that. Alright, wait a second. I've messed up a bit. It's fine. Is it fine? I might have messed up very badly. Oh, man. No, it's fine, okay. I am forced to use the Flame Behemoth now to kill him, but it'll split the XP because it's on fire. That's fine. So, these guys will die before they can damage this building. This guy dies before he can damage the building. Flame Behemoths are really good at dot, that's why they're really good at countering the Shell Scion. Makes your first island very, very easy. I don't like saving the easy islands for later. I think it's good to get them out of the way early so that you can get perfect islands, which means you get a special reward. So, now we have the boss fight. After you complete 4 tiles, the last 3 become destroyed by Vec, and you have to go back to the HQ and defend it from the boss of the game. So, we're gonna head back, put our... This is rough. Put that like that, and our artillery in the back. You can get to every tile, yeah, okay, good. Yeah, that's pretty good. So, on the boss fights, you're going to be coming up against an Abomination Vec. So these guys usually have, they're just an enhanced version of a base variant Vec. So this one is a Scion Abomination, which means he comes with all the perks of all the other Scions, which means enemies will explode on death, they'll regenerate at the end of the round, and they also gain 1 HP. So it doesn't have the armor, thank goodness, because that would be a little ridiculous. So what we can do with that upgraded teleporter, we can kill this guy who's defending Corporate Tower. We can shove... That's not a super good move. That's okay, I guess. It's not ideal. Ideally, I'd like to set him on fire, but I kind of have no choice. But this still pushes him on top of that. Oh wait, he doesn't have fire on him. Okay, I actually have to reset already. I don't want to lose grid. When you let enemy Vec attack structures and they fail the grid defense chance, you lose power. So, and you also lower your score. So I can do better than that. It's not an easy way to defend him though. Oh, this was a way better play. I don't know how I didn't see this. So, we're gonna make the Mantis Vec attack the Scion Vec, which will deal a substantial amount of damage. And then just have this Vec teleport the Firefly Vec. The Firefly Vec will explode in these 3 tiles and not hurt our teleporter. So, that's a pretty good play as he explodes. And then we can set both these on fire and make them deal damage to each other. So this guy will take 3 damage next turn and also be set on fire, which means the Scion Abomination will be killed on round 1. Really good play. I'm glad I reset the turn. So that's really good. Enemy turn goes, fire damage, Mantis attacks, kills him. So, really good turn. This Mantis was set on fire because I firebombed that tile, so he's a non-threat, he'll die next turn. Sorry, my throat's a little dry, I'm gonna drink some water. Okay. It's been a while since I've done one of these videos. It's going a little longer than I thought it would, but that's okay. I've never timed myself on my Into the Breach run, so I'm kind of surprised it takes me 30 minutes to clear the first island, although I am taking my time to explain things. Hopefully soothingly. My voice might have picked up a couple times in this video, that's just because I really like this game and I get a little excited about it, so forgive me if my voice gets a little loud. Kill that mech with the water. And then, oh, we got a promotion. So, his promotion was 3 grid defense, which means each time a building's attacked, there's a 3% higher chance that it will resist the attack. So we can shove this guy onto this fire tile and block the Vex Bomb with it, and since this guy is armored, he will take no damage. Hopefully you're seeing now why I want to do Flame Behemoths with Ibamasu, because Ibamasu gets armor. You can block a lot of early attacks like this and sort of cheese your way through the early game. We can set this guy on fire and shove that, which is good. But it's a bit of a waste. I would rather teleport him, but I can't. Yeah, I can't. That's unfortunate. If I had one extra move space, or two extra move space, I could move my teleporter right here. But instead, we'll just block this Vex spawn, and oh, wait, let's undo that move. Okay. Push this guy off, set him on fire. He's already on fire though. Block Vex spawn, set that Vex spawn on fire. That's pretty good. So, okay, that's good. We will take 1 damage on the teleporter here, but that shouldn't mean too much. There's only 1 unit left and 1 turn left, so we can take our sweet time trying to give this XP to someone else other than the stupid Flame Behemoth. Honestly, might be worthwhile putting Abe in the teleporter, but we can do that. And then that'll split the XP at the very least, which is good. Repair tile and end the turn. And then that's split between the teleporter and Abe, which is unfortunate. But whatever. That's pretty good. So that was a perfectly completed corporate run, or archived island. So when you perfect an island, which means you complete every mission without fail, you can still lose power tiles, but I didn't lose any of those either, which I'm pretty proud about. You can accept a free reward, so I'm not a huge fan of that guy. I'm not a huge fan. This is a really good weapon, but I don't think it is beneficial for us. I think I might just take the overpower, honestly. 4 grid defense isn't bad for free. I don't really like Ghana, and I don't think he's gonna do very well, but yeah, I don't want him. I'm gonna just go with overpower. That's a little bit boring, but so that's pretty good. We can spend our reputation here and sort of buy upgraded stuff. So like this will give all the mechs plus 1 HP. This will launch 2 missiles and do some fun stuff. This is just a cannon. That's a grappling hook. Both those are pretty worthless for these mechs. And then you can also leave the island. So let's real quickly spend reputation. I don't think we're going to be buying any of these. That one's kind of good. We'll buy that. This costs power. I don't really need that. Let's just get 1 reactor core. Put this on our range class. We're going to need 2 reactor cores to power it. That's fine. We'll get another reactor core and then spend our last reputation on some grid defense. We already have quite a bit of grid defense. You usually don't have this much very early, but we do. So we get the Gemini missiles. I'm not a huge fan of these. I don't think they come up a lot, but they do deal a lot of damage, which is nice because the one issue with the Flame X is they don't have a lot of upfront damage unless the unit's already on fire. The Flamethrower doesn't deal damage unless they're on fire, and this just doesn't deal damage at all, which is fine, but the Gemini should help make up for that until we eventually have Backburn and this plus 2 damage upgrade. But that's a lot of points for that. So Gemini will help us in the interim with that, and I might hold on to it later if I actually think it's helping me out a lot. So we're gonna leave the island, and look at that, secured island. So that was really good. That went a lot better than I thought it would. I think I'm going to do another one. I'm gonna make another video of this just because I really had a ton of fun in this, so I'm gonna real quickly stop the recording. I'm gonna take a break, get myself some cold water, and then get myself a good drink. Then I'll come back and I will play again. I'll probably play. I'm thinking this one's pretty good, but that's, yeah. So thank you very much for watching. I'll try to talk a little bit quieter in my next video. I got a little excited and I sort of soft talked a lot of this video, but